And 6 children still in the hospital this morning. Their school bus driver is dead after this terrible crash yesterday happened in the northern part of New Mexico. The bus was on State Road 111 north of US 285. It's near Ojo Caliente in the Carson National Forest. 9 children from the Mesa Vista School District were on the bus when it drove off the road here. It barreled down a small hill, then slammed into that tree.
Then I opened my eyes and my brother's on the floor and he's hurt really bad. And he broke his hip.
Scary situation here. Xavier Varela here immediately went to help his brother, who actually ended up breaking his back. Next, he went to help his sister because she banged up her head and face pretty badly. Then Xavier and some other kids climbed out of the bus. They went up the hill. And they got some other drivers to stop and help them. Now, state police are trying to figure out if the bus driver died from a medical problem before the crash or he died during it. Now, he is Pat Valdez here. He was 69 years old. Now, thankfully, all of the kids, even the ones in the hospital, should all be okay. Elizabeth?
It's something you would expect to see being used at the Pentagon, but not at a school cafeteria. Parents in Los Lunas got word that kids would be using palm scanners to pay for lunch so the lines can move faster. Now, it's already being used in some schools in other parts of the country, but there are some parents in Los Lunas who don't like the idea. 3 schools in the district were going to test out the new scanners until some parents complained.
I just don't see the point. I don't think it's a good idea.
It's a violation of our rights.
I thought it was a little bit extreme.
Well, district officials say no information from the palm scanners would be made public and that it would be no different than school records. They plan to meet with parents in the next couple of weeks so they can demonstrate how the scanners work and answer any questions. APS school board members say they won't settle for the state's new teacher evaluation system. According to the Albuquerque Journal, board members plan to move forward with the district's own version. Both consider improvements in students' test scores, but the state system puts more emphasis on scores. APS board members say the state system places unreasonable demands on principals and districts. The new system is supposed to be in place this fall. And this morning, Jimmy Carter Middle School has a new interim principal. You see, last week, 6 students there were suspended for allegedly smoking pot on campus. One of them, Jeremiah Baca, left school and went missing until he turned up a couple days later at his grandparents' home. Now, APS put Principal Rick Braden and Dean of Students Garrett Okoya on paid leave pending an investigation into whether Baca's parents were properly notified about the suspension. Braden's not coming back anytime soon. The district has named Amy Marr to run Jimmy Carter Middle School for the rest of the year.
Religious and other groups will not be allowed to give out rubber fetuses at schools here in New Mexico. That's what a federal appeals court ruled yesterday after a school district banned a religious youth group from handing out these small fetuses at Goddard and Roswell high schools back in 2010. The youth group says the fetuses show that all life is important. It sued the district, saying it violated its rights to free speech, but now 2 courts, federal ones, have both struck down that ruling. Will students at C&M have to pay more to go to school next year? We should find out later today when the governing board meets to talk about next year's budget and more. You're welcome to go to their meeting. It starts at 5 at C&M's Student Resource Center. And if you're looking for a job, go check out the city of Albuquerque because it's getting ready to hire 160 people in the next few months. The city has some extra cash and it's going on a hiring spree to fill all the jobs that have been open since the economy tanked back in 2009. The Albuquerque Journal says first the city is going to hire animal handlers, librarians, and building inspectors, then zoning inspectors and 911 operators. To find out more, you can go check out our website at krqe.com. We have a link for you under news links.
We now have the lapel camera video of a city councilor being arrested last week for driving drunk.
1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008.
Okay.
The APD officer pulled over Michael Cook last Wednesday on Candelaria near San Pedro after he drove into a gutter. Police say he smelled of alcohol and had bloodshot, watery eyes. Cook said he had 1 beer earlier in the evening. At one point during the field sobriety test, though, Cook asks the officer if he could stretch his legs because he was saying that they were a little wobbly.
Go ahead and turn around for me. Now I'm going to place you under arrest for driving under the influence.
The officer also said Cook blew above the .08 presumed level of intoxication. Cook has resigned his position on the city council.